Anyway, man, where to even start? My life has been filled with rewatching Toradora, which I've just confirmed that it's probably my favorite anime of all time. I'm not going to explain what Toradora is, other than it's the queen of all rom-coms, and everybody should watch it. My life has also been filled with doing nothing but PvP matches in Final Fantasy XIV, because the new PvP is really good, and I can't believe they actually did it.
Yay! Go 14 for getting PvP into a playable space. Well, space that people find agreeably playable.
The only problem is that now people need to learn to get on the fucking crystal. All right.
The cry of objective-based gameplay.
Nobody cares how many kills you have. Nobody cares how many damage you did. What I care about is the number of how long you've been on that crystal. I've had a match where I had like 6 minutes and like 5 seconds on the crystal. All right. Matches are supposed to be 5 minutes. All right. We were in overtime for 5 minutes and 5 seconds.
Oh.
The only person that had more time than me was the enemy tank. And I was playing a tank as well, so we were literally just standing on the crystal for the entire match.
That's funny.
Having
your own internal battle of wits.
pretty. Honestly, I don't even think we were fighting each other. I think we were just fighting each of our teams. So like, because if me and him started attacking each other, it would just never end. Like, we wouldn't die. Warriors are too broken that while they do damage.
Lad, see the big shiny thing? Defend the big shiny thing.
Honestly, if this was made into an anime, we'd be enemies back to back, just fighting each other's team. But no, it's been fun. I learned today that you cannot D-rank going from one tier to another. Thank God. Because I finally got out of bronze, and now I'm forever probably going to be stuck in silver 3.
The earlier you get through it, the higher the likelihood of you getting placed in a in the rank that most closely associates to your skill.
Yeah,
because if you wait too long, you'll just be fighting other bronzies, and then you're at the whim of your team. And it seems like, as team-oriented as this is, like with other team-oriented games, people don't care about the objective. They just want a slayer.
It's very team-oriented. The only problem is that you cannot queue in with another teammate. So there's no duo queue. It's literally all solo. So I can't.
That is a little weird.
And we don't have the ability to speak to each other because they took away our freedom of speech in 14 when it came to PvP.
I mean, that's genuinely probably for the best.
Granted, I mean, because people are assholes, but I mean, in a team-oriented game where all you can really say is push the crystal, or hey, I'm attacking this guy, but it has to be in macro commands. All right, it's slightly annoying. They need to allow you to duo queue because it's 5v5. So if you duo queue, that means 3 other people on your team are just completely random, which would still even it out. And at least I could trust one person on my team. That's neither here or there. 6.1 story is great. 24-man's great. I can't say anything because you don't have a sub, and you haven't started 6.1 yet, and Leak just hasn't started 6.0. So
I have started it. I started it. Just haven't finished it.
And I played. I've got through chapter 2 of Kuro Kiseki with the translation, and as some of you have seen, where I've been posting some of Vaughn and Elaine's interactions with one another. Elaine is literally Vaughn's worst nightmare, because every time she looks at him and like she doesn't even open up her eyes, she just smiles and goes, "Make sure you do this, Vaughn." And she's like, "Yes, ma'am." So,
Good lad. Good lad. Always listen to your wife.
I got Aaron Way, which is like your fourth player character, and right before like during the chapter, he was like he was talking to Elaine and he was about to call her before this he mentioned Devon. He's like, I can't believe she still calls herself a maiden being at that age, and she's only 24, but you know, in Japan standards, when you're 25 you're an old fucking man.
Yep.
So Vaughn looked at Aaron and was like, I dare you to say that to her face. And he's like, you think I won't? And then later on he goes, he's about to call her Sword Obachan. He's about to call her a granny. And he got like the granny like the starting of the syllable or whatever, and she pulls her sword out so fast that not even the Jaeger in the party saw her be able to pull it out and had the sword up to his throat. He was like, "You're saying what now?" He's like, "Sword lady." So yeah, the wife is great. Vaughn, there are three things when it comes to this character, when it comes to Vaughn, which makes him the best protagonist ever. One, these are three things you don't fuck with Vaughn about. One, you don't fucking touch his car. All right, he's got a truck. He very loves that truck. Very much loves that truck. You talk shit about his truck, or you do anything wrong to his truck or whatever, he will murder you. All right?
It would be a shame if someone threw it at a monster.
You mean Walter threw it at a fucking soldat? He threw
Sorry,
it at
a soldat, not a monster. My apologies.
And Vaughn hates Walter to the end of time because of that. Walter could be the most evil guy in the world. All right, he could be the most evil guy in the world, be the biggest piece of shit or whatever. Vaughn wouldn't care. All right. The only thing that he cares about, actually, Walter could be the nicest guy in the world. All right. The only thing Vaughn cares about is that the fact that he threw his truck. Now, Walter in the end did buy him a new car, new truck or whatever, but it also took Vaughn like 2 more years to get it back to like souping it up to the point that his old truck was at. So every time he sees Walter, he fucking hates him. You don't fuck with the sweets. All right. This guy has the biggest sweet tooth ever. The first thing he does in the morning, like after getting ready with Agnes and everybody, they go right across the street to the cigarette stand or whatever, and he buys a fucking candy bar. All right.
I don't know about chocolate in the morning, but I like where his head's at.
I don't think he buys it and eats it right there, but he buys it. He gets it.
Well then yes, correct.
You
prepare
just has
for the day ahead. Absolutely.
And there was a third one that I cannot remember, but I was talking to Cleese the other night about it. You don't fuck with his car, you don't fuck with sweets, and you don't fuck. I don't know. You know, I don't know.
Was that just the end? We don't do that. We don't do that here. Is that the full on? This game is say so.
No. You don't fuck. No, there's a strip joint scene coming up in the next chapter.
Not wholesome.
It's not say so at all. No, there's a third thing, and I was talking to Cleese about it or whatever. But I just cannot remember what it was. But either way, Vaughn is like the best Trails protagonist. At least he gives off very Yuri vibes. All right, he seems
like a pretty strong anti-hero.
Yeah, like when they ever bring this over to America or whatever, the only voice I honestly would agree with is if they put fucking they put Troy Baker, which is not going to happen. But if they put Troy Baker on it.
I would say Mercer, but he's not. Well,
Mercer already
technically
voices
Baker.
characters.
Oh my god, he voices like 3 of them. That's right.
Well, 2 of them now because they replaced him with Cedric, since Cedric needed his voice to change.
Fair.
But yeah, no, Mercer still voices George and Olivier. But I don't think those characters are going to be in this section of the game, so I mean, he technically could come in for it. I wish I remember what that fucking last one was because it was funny. But this was 24 hours ago, so I don't remember.
Don't worry, you'll remember 2 minutes after you hit stop recording.
Yeah, true, I will. Yeah, no. This is a great game. I've actually learned a little bit more about actually how to play the game. So that's good. I now I have a 25% chance when I normal attack or like when I attack in general with Vaughn or whatever to like lower the strength of an enemy. Which
That's
you
convenient.
only. Yeah, their orbments are a little weird. They have like they do have like old school like orbment lines or whatever, but it's not like how many you have in a like how many like same ones you have in a row. Each quartz has like a times number affinity of like what element, and if you get like 4 mirage and 4 fire in your weapon line or whatever, you get like a certain passive or whatever, and that's different for each line on your orbment. And then there's plugins that change your arts, and then there's not only plugins, but there's drives that also change what sets of arts you have, and then your hollow core, which are your master quartz, change the passives that are the passive that's like in your orbment and all. It's a lot more in depth and complicated, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's actually all I did this week. I actually didn't play any 13 Sentinels, but that's because I've been kind of going ham and Kuro, and then like the patch came out, so.
Well, just before we get too far away from Trails, did you ever pick up the knockoff you found?
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't pick up knockoff.
There was a portion of me was like, he's probably joking, but also he may not be.
I read a review on it, and I was like afraid to actually like do it because I think somebody said it was like it's a very resource heavy, and possibly like very invasive on your computer. But now the reviews on it are mostly positive, so I have no idea.
When you steal from a good game, I mean, if you just gonna steal wholesale, yeah, you're probably gonna end up making a all right game.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm still debating on it. So, who knows? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I mean, it's free, so I can pick it up at any time. So,
keep us informed.
Yeah, like the general like background of the game or whatever looks like Cold Steel 3 and 4 or whatever, but the character models look like Vita version Cold Steel 1. So it's
I mean, I'm kind of into it.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, like I said, the I don't. Some of these reviews don't even count the 0.4 hours on record.
Mm-hmm.
No. Somebody recommended saying they played 73 hours. I have no clue what's going on, but it seems to be a ripoff of the Hero Trails games, more from Falcom. It's okay so far. It's got some jiggly boobs. So I guess that's the. I guess he's truthful. There's I guess some boob physics in the game. So there's that. But that's all I did.
Gotta hit those markets, I guess. Fair enough.
Yeah. That's all I did. PvP.
Yeah, it was a big release for that. I can keep mine pretty short. TFT has taken over the little bits and pieces of free time I have. I really, really enjoy this game. I'm so bad at it. Every time I run Syndicate, I fail. But it's all right because Challenger, let's say Chemtech Challengers they have my back. They have my back. So I mean, it's not been as much time as I would like, obviously, with this being the final week. And I still have to run through bits and pieces of the thesis before I turn that in on Thursday. But yeah, when I've been able to sneak time, or whenever I just need to burn a bit of time, it's been in TFT.
Ooh, TFT. I've played a little bit of TFT. It's not my it's not my uh auto chess that I like. The only auto chess that I actually enjoyed was the Hearthstone one.
I
But
didn't even
that's
see. I
because
didn't even know it existed.
yeah,
I only know this and Dota.
Hearthstone has a battle chess one where I think it's because I understand Hearthstone cards.
Fair, fair,
So
fair.
I think that's my thing, but like I mean I haven't played it in forever. Mainly because I don't play Blizzard stuff anymore. So
I mean, in general, I don't think auto chess is something I would lose myself in typically.
hmm
But I do need games that aren't going to distract me for too long.
that's
And
fair.
yeah, TFT requires upkeep, and that's about it. And I can let them do what they need to do as I'm going back and forth with my team, or if I'm trying to, I don't know, check my bloody sources or such. Yeah, it just doesn't require enough of me, and I dig that at the current stage.
Bruh, play
But
Vampire
what's like,
Survivors.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Um,
It's
no,
30 minutes or
actually,
less.
that's not fair because I still need to be in control of that and paying attention. I've watched people like think they're strong enough and just die in that.
Well, you
Um,
see what you do if you need to take a break or whatever, you just level up and you just leave it at the level up screen.
well, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's or you can pause. You can hit escape. Escape pauses the game.
Okay. Well. Fortunately, this won't be a worry for too much longer. After the end of the week, I move into the research study, but I'll be finished with the current headache that I have. So, like I said, I will be treating myself to Sifu and back to the games that I'm more interested in.
Yep. Leak.
Well, as for me, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, I've got work to do. I
Yu-Gi-Oh!
explained last week, got lots of, like, freelancing things to do. Sleep to catch on in it, apparently. And,
That's a mood.
um, yeah, actually, I got an email notification from Steam this morning, and I noticed Elder Scrolls Online is free at the moment. They're doing one of those free event things
Hmm.
for April. It's like 13th till the 26th. You got like 7, 8 days, depending where you are, to play it now for free.
For free.
For free, yeah. They're promoting their new, is it High Island expansion, something like that. And
Yeah.
yeah, it says try the free prologue quest. So there you go. And there's also lots of like discounts on their Steam page as well. So I was considering just because I picked it up last time they did a free event, and that was years and years ago. And I heard that they redid a lot of it for for the beginning of the game. So I was
Yeah.
curious about that. So I'll probably do that. And then I got another one about Starbase, which is an MMO I've been keeping my eye on because simply you play as robots in space, building giant spaceships. So it's like Minecraft with robots
Oh man, it's like they've
and
targeted
space.
you specifically.
Yeah, it's in early access at the moment though, so I don't know. I might jump in one day, but not this week. But other than that, just Yu-Gi-Oh! Going through the Synchro Festival. That's ending very, very soon. This week, I think. And
if you don't want to deal with the just only playing Elder Scrolls for these like 2 weeks or whatever, it is actually only $5.99 on Steam at the moment.
Yeah, as I said, there's lots of discounts on the Steam page. That being one of them.
Yeah.
The one where you can actually get access to lots of expansions, not including the new stuff though.
Yeah, that's
like,
16.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Good time to nab it.
Yeah, I already have it because I played with Deathus for a little while, but
okay.
it's okay. I enjoyed it. It's not like what is it it's not like the Old Republic where I could just pick it up at any time. But it's one of the better MMOs that are out there.
Yeah. And it's you don't have to get the subscription, right? It's just one of those like you get extra stuff for it if you do.
It used to be a sub base, but then they went the same way that Old Republic does now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Is that all you did?
That is it, besides Pokemon Go.
Hey, as long as you're enjoying yourself.
Hey, no, I learned how to do the curveball technique. You get you get extra XP for it, so when you throw the Pokeball.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was technique.
Yeah, and you get extra XP for it. And then you
Good
get levels
you.
of, and you get how patronizing. Wow.
Not the intention, but all right, fair enough.
Myself, all right.
She's so proud. Okay.
Moving on.
I was genuinely just happy that she sounded like she was enjoying it. Fair enough, then. Hey guys, don't forget to sub to the channel if you're into what you're hearing. While you're down there, remember to like the video as much as we like you. You'll be good now.
All right, well, Little did send in another question this week, but this one's not for me.
Whoa.
I have a real question this week, or is it? I want to know why Dalit hasn't played Cold Steel 4 yet.
God damn it! I fucking knew this was going to be the question. I knew it. I'm busy, mate. I don't want to have to play this game in like small segments where I want for more. When I'm finished, this is on my list. Like legitimately.
I will be nice about it this week, but I will get increasingly annoying about it until you finish.
Oh man, goodness! I'm sorry, guys. For the next like month, it's gonna be real rough with these questions, I guess.
But there's a second part. Also, Leek, where's that Berseria playthrough?
It's on its way someday.
P.S. Vaughn is the GOAT. He is.
Just everyone catching strays in these questions. Goodness me.
Yeah. Except for me, I paid my price last week. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, I will add in that they did confirm that there is going to be Kingdom Hearts 2 reaction commands in Kingdom Hearts 4. So that's good. I missed those. Those were
I think
those were good.
I think we can all, well, maybe everyone doesn't agree. Amongst the people that I speak to, we all pretty much agree that like peak Kingdom Hearts is 2.
Mm-hmm.
I have my own separate bad take, but even I will objectively say that like 2 is just the peak in terms of gameplay.
Yep.
Not that 3 was terrible. 2's just still better.
3 just had a lot of bloat. Too much bloat.
Definitely. I think that was genuinely one of the biggest issues from a gameplay standpoint.
Take out attractions. They can keep in flow motion. I think flow motion was okay. And putting the KH2 reaction commands in will be good. Be fine. And I'm still a bit wishy-washy on the Keyblade transformations, but we'll see on
I
that.
guess they're fine. For me, it's mostly just I don't appreciate them, save for one or two. But
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't hurt the game. They need to.
I mean, some
They
of them are
feel
just
they need to
overpowered.
evolve. Yeah, that. Well, the problem is always going to come down to the balancing.
Mhm.
They've always felt the need to evolve the Keyblade, and I've never really seen the reason as to why they feel this need. With so many other aspects of the game you can evolve. Like this feels like one of those things that probably should be steadfast. But I guess in general, it's not terrible. I can I can live with or without the constant swapping.
Yeah. But we're not talking about Kingdom Hearts this week. No More Heroes
Oh,
3 is coming to every other platform that it wasn't on this fall.
let's go, Travis!
So that means every platform that isn't the Switch, because it was already on the Switch. So
Now everyone gets to just see what the actual unchained chaos of the series is.
now it's going to be on good consoles, because I heard it ran like fucking piss on the Switch.
Yeah, that like that series being on Nintendo has always felt limited. Like it has always felt a bit limited by the console itself, regardless of which console it's on. So it will be interesting to see if there are oh no, there's like a meaningfully uh, noticeable increase in quality on the jump to more powerful systems.
I assume that there will probably be.
Yeah, so do I, but
It's that says every platform. That's all Xboxes, all PlayStations from PS4 and
all
up.
relevant platforms, yeah.
All relevant platforms, and including PC. So
Excuse you? That's a relevant platform, friend.
I said
How dare.
including PC, not
Very
excluding
good.
PC.
Okay.
Okay. So CDProjektRed put out a list of their production plans for 2022. I'm just going to go through these really fast because it's actually it's kind of some boring stuff. Development on their Cyberpunk 2077 expansion. Development work on the new Witcher game that's going to be in Unreal Engine. Further support for Cyberpunk 2077. The next gen version of Witcher 3, which swapped from being outsourced to now being in-house due to the developer that was working on that being Russian based. So they had to swap to in-house because of the current conflict going on.
Sure.
They're doing development work on the Molasses Flood, which is an unannounced project. Who knows? It's based on one of their franchises, so I don't know what other franchises does CDProjektRed have? They have Witcher and they have Cyberpunk. What else do they have? I'm like reading off the list in Discord, doll, and you put that there, and I almost lost it. I almost lost it. There's gonna be a launch of a single player mode for Gwent, which is their card based their card game that's based off the game in The Witcher 3. For the support for Gwent.
It is very popular. So
yeah, it is pretty popular. And then conceptual and research work on an unannounced project. So, I mean, CDProjektRed's working on stuff. Look forward to it, I guess.
Secondary distraction. Sorry, we're still finding things that are happening.
Yeah.
Because naturally, of course, as per usual, happens during the filming of our cast.
We'll grab those when I get down to the bottom of the list. Square Enix CEO Yosuke Matsuda expresses his interest in the video games, blockchain, all that crap once again.
Yeah, he just reaffirmed his stance that they still want to go down that line, and naturally, all of the internet was like, "Hey, couldn't we fight him in Nier? Yeah, let's just meme on him for the next day and a half."
Yeah, they were like, huh, he really is a final boss now. He really
it was
is
great. It was like
secret boss.
Oh, Like they would link to the picture of the CEO and be like, "I get it now. I get it."
Well, you can fight him in 15 as well. I think 15.
Or
I
was it
think
15? It may not. It may not
no,
be. It
no.
may
It
be
was
15.
it was near. I saw a post. It was 15. 15 and near. You could
Oh
fight
God,
him
he
in.
appeared in both.
Yeah,
Oh, well, pick your poison, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah.
If you want to let
Maybe
out
yes.
your aggression on someone who's being very vocal about blockchain and gaming, you have options.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, he immediately gets clowned on. So I mean, that's what people are gonna do. They're gonna not clown on him. And I don't know if he specifically actually believes in doing this blockchain stuff, or this is just a ploy for his like fucking for interest for fucking shareholders and all that shit.
Either way, he's saying the words, so
Yeah.
feedback is required, and if feedback is just us saying no, then he's
Yeah.
going to get it.
Yep. So a little bit after last week's reporting on Elon Musk outright buying or not Elon Musk, buying a 9.2% of Twitter or whatever. He just outright offers to buy Twitter outright for $43 billion. I see. So last week it was a meme. All right, it was just a meme. Okay, he wanted to give us an edit, but this I'm a bit iffy on now.
Mhm.
I heard a joke where it was like he's just wanting to take control of Twitter so we quit posting memes about him not having any hair because he used to be
Oh, those
bald
aren't
and now he's
memes. These aren't memes. They're just reminding him that
yeah.
that we know, we know,
We know it's plugged.
we understand. Money can get you a lot of things back.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit iffy on this now. Because he stated that if Twitter doesn't accept the offer, then he'll have to think about being like reconsider being a shareholder or anything like that.
It does come with some small amount of responsibility that he frankly doesn't have the time for.
Yeah. I'm wondering. I wonder what his real motive is for like wanting to buy Twitter.
He wants to buy it so he can put himself above the rules. Don't be silly.
Yeah, but he was pretty much above the rules anyway. The guy's
Yeah,
like the
well, now
richest
he
guy
can
in
be
the
more
world.
above the rules and make money while doing it.
I mean, he's already bought 9.2% of the shares. So I mean, his money's already at the moment making money. So
It's correct. It's correct.
who knows? Yeah. So now I'm just iffy on him, on his agenda.
Oh yeah, this has never been a good faith thing. No, no, no.
Hmm.
Who knows? That game that's being created by the same people that made Suikoden, Eiyuden Chronicles. The
Yes.
first the game that actually hit the because it was a what is it? It was a stretch goal or whatever. Eiyuden Chronicles Rising, which is like a prequel to the game that they're actually working on, which is like 100 Fists or something, like 100 something.
The DLC is, or not DLC. This game is designed to be a prequel and world building piece.
Yeah.
Companion piece to the game that's coming up sometime next year? Question mark.
Yeah, it's coming out next year. And yeah, they've confirmed the release date on it. It's gonna be May 10th. I think it's only gonna be $15 too, so it might be worth the pickup. The game looked this version of the game looked all right. I think the other, like the one that the actual full game that's coming out, I think looks a bit better, but this was obviously just a stretch goal anyway, so they're not putting as much time into it as they would be the other one. But this one looks pretty all right. I think it's what's it, 3D background with 2D sprites.
That's what it looked like. Yes.
Yeah, and it looks pretty right. And I think it's action too, because I think the main game is turn based. And I think this one's more action oriented. But it looks interesting. Comes out May 10th, which is like a couple days before my birthday, so I might just pick it up to check it out. Be pretty interesting. Bamco trademarks The Last Recollection in EU and JP. There's no word on what that is, but the wording sounds a bit .hackish. Because I think what the G code the GU games were called Last Recode. But I don't know.
I don't know.
Possibility, but I mean, it's not a high possibility, but this was just trademarked not like a couple of days ago.
I can confirm you were correct. .hack/GU last recode.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't saying that like I didn't know. I was saying that it's a possibility this could be a .hack thing, just because of the naming convention. I've played the last.
But isn't this already part of the game that got remastered for the PS4?
What game?
Didn't the Roots or not Roots .hack GU games get remastered and redone already?
I was saying this could be like another game.
Oh no! It's not so much an argument for you. It's well, I hadn't considered that they might just make a new one. Has .hack not kind of been in hibernation, as it were? Would be weird for it to start with a game again and not a series.
I don't know if the GU games sold well or not. I've seen a lot of people play them. Seen a lot of people play them. I mean, fuck, I played them. I haven't beat the last one, the last game, which was the new game that came with the collection. But I played the first three, and they're all right. I think the other .hack games were actually better than the GU ones, but who knows? But yeah, it's interesting. See, I don't know. Bamco will probably announce this maybe around the Summer Games Fest area, since they're already trademarking it in both EU and Japan at the same time. So we have another Blizzard corner, because Blizzard's gonna be like a fucking every week thing. News comes with Blizzard like white on rice, man. Blizzard shows off their new Overwatch 2 character, Sojourn. It's the first playable black female character in Overwatch. This is going to be for the Overwatch 2 PvP that they're making, because Overwatch 2 isn't going to be a separate thing. It's just going to be within Overwatch 1 technically. But she's named after Sojourner Truth, who is an African American civil rights activist during like the times of like 17 something to 18 something. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. But it also comes on the back of Governor of California Gavin Newsom accused of interference in the lawsuit against the Activision Blizzard. So
you hate to hear that.
They have a nice W, and then they immediately get like a weird L. Yeah, it's from what I read, it looks like the governor has had some special interest in this lawsuit for a little while, and I think two of the employees that were part of the DFEH, one of them resigned, the other one like got fired, just because of this interference. So it's a bit concerning, but we will see if that goes anywhere. So Leak brought this up earlier today. I didn't even know Sonic Origins got announced. I didn't even know what Sonic Origins was.
It wasn't technically announced because you're still waiting on that, but it was kind of basically announced in South Korea, with lots of with some artwork and stuff released, and some information leaked apparently on the PS Store. So yeah,
someone's in trouble.
Yeah, but it's been all over Twitter now, and everyone's like, "Woohoo!" It's essentially Sonic Origins. They're re-releasing all the 16-bit and CD games, so you get. Let me see, where is the thing?
I got it in the chat. The list is in the chat.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, so Sonic 1 and 2, Sonic CD, Sonic 3, and Sonic and Knuckles. All the good ones. Woo!
Yeah, I agree.
And the more important
And
thing on it,
yeah, apparently they're not just emulations; they're full-on like proper ports. So that would be good too. Hopefully, there'll be good ports. And for me, Sonic games rely on speed and stuff. So as long as I can go zoomy zooms, I'll be very happy.
Fingers crossed.
I do wonder because Sonic CD had really cool cutscenes where they were animated like 2D animations, and I wonder if they will like remaster those as well. Because they was kind of, I think it was kind of remastered on the GameCube version. I think GameCube. I don't remember quite
they'll
so
they'll,
well.
they'll probably they'll probably use the GameCube version to port it over, since that's probably
Mm-hmm.
the easiest version of it to port over to modern consoles.
Yep.
So that's
And I'm
interesting.
curious. The only thing I'm curious about is Sonic and Knuckles had a particular thing you could do with this cartridge, which was to slot in other cartridges to play different versions of Special Zones. Right. And I spent all my time with Sonic and Knuckles after completing the game a billion times. Was just trying out different like Mega Drive games and putting them in to see if the special zone worked with them, because it would randomly generate based on, I don't know, whatever code it was from each cartridge. And I'm wondering how they're going to do that, because
I don't know.
that is my burning question. It's very important to me because of nostalgia. But if anyone remembers Monster Rancher, right? That got re-released on Steam.
Yes.
That had a similar thing where you could generate monsters from different CD codes. You would
Oh,
essentially pop in a CD in the original version of it, and it would basically generate a monster for you. They got around that by just entering. They had like a search function instead, where you could just search the title of the CD. It could either be music or a game CD, and you go around it that way. So I wonder if it's something similar.
you you'd have to imagine they probably wouldn't add stuff like that because it's not very common in modern day like video games.
I hope so, though.
Unless they
It'd be
have like
great.
they just have like a code section that you can put in and it
Yeah,
ships with like
yeah,
a
it's
Yeah, I was
small
like I
manual.
said, just like they did with Monster Rancher,
I
because that was
agree, I
the recent
agree.
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
It's a possibility. Been over Monster Rancher. I think Monster Rancher got like I think a new game got announced for Monster Rancher.
A brand new one.
Yeah, I think a brand new one just got announced.
Ooh.
In before it's just Slime Rancher.
Monster Rancher new game. Thought I saw.
Because they released 1 and 2.
Yeah, they did release. They re-released 1 and 2. Maybe I was maybe I'm mistaken. I'm mistaken. Could have swore I saw something. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in these Sonic games because, like, I'm not a Sonic fan or whatever, but I did play a little bit of, like, the original Sonic games, so they're fun, at least. But I never, like, was like, "Oh my god, you know, Sonic. Sonic is so good. Gotta make my Sonic Sona, my Sonic persona."
Sonic Sona.
Sonic Sona. Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me, sir. I believe you mean your Sonic OC.
My Sonic
They're not
OC,
called
yeah.
Sonic Sonas.
I mean, that's how you know I don't know.
That's fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, I might pick this up depending on the consoles that they're on. If it's just Switch, then I'm probably not going to touch it. For the two things that Dalit fucking linked, apparently
Sorry.
Jason Momoa is going to star in the Minecraft movie. That's is he going to play Minecraft Steve?
No,
Steve?
it's unsure at the moment who he'll be playing. I think there's a rumor of him playing a barbarian of some sort.
No. That's
Or I'm sorry, not barbarian, a warrior of some sort.
that's
Gabriel the warrior. Hmm?
that's interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know that we're making another
Hey man,
movie.
better than fucking Chris Pratt, I guess.
I like Jason Momoa. This is fine. I don't plan on watching this, but hey, make your money, my man.
Yeah. And Deadline Streets of Rage film is in the works apparently. That's
Yup.
actually very interesting.
Streets of Rage,
Yep,
cool.
script by the John Wick writer and produced by the Sonic the Hedgehog team and the
Jesus.
Equalizer. So
Gee.
I'm doing
interested.
the thing where my hopes get up.
Yeah.
I like really bad movies, so it's gonna be hard to disappoint me, but it's possible. Please just let it be decent and let them get all the correct people to do the stunts.
Dude, wait, is this gonna be an animated movie or an actual movie?
Oh, I hadn't considered it being animated.
Dude, imagine Keanu Reeves plays one of the characters. It's being written by the John Wick guys, so
if it is live action, I would very much. Oh no, wait! It would have to be live action because they're getting like Hollywood producers from like meaningful Hollywood movies that like had money invested into them.
yeah.
They'd never do that for an animated project. This is Hollywood. Hollywood still doesn't respect animation.
Well then, yeah, John Wick. Here we go. We're betting.
I hope they get the John Wick director because he'll bring the stunt team with him, and oh boy, I would love to see like a proper Streets of Rage. Like I want to see like an old boy segment with just Axel walking down the street beating the ever loving piss out of people.
It'll be.
Just
I'm
Axel and
interested in it.
Blaze wrecking shop. Let's go.
Yeah. I
We're
really
gonna have Keanu in it. We're gonna have Jason Statham in it.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Like genuinely, I know a lot of people are probably tired of seeing them in this, but like yeah, they're action stars. Please, I'm fine with this. Don't make Statham Axel and don't make I don't know who you would possibly make Keanu, but have them be in there, absolutely.
Yeah. That's all the news actually we have this week. I went through it really quickly because we're actually doing this a little later than we normally do.
for some reason.
for some reason.
It's just the way the dice rolled. It's no big deal.
Yeah, that's the way the dice
And
roll.
my lack of a bit. No, that's really fun. No, I will own up to this. So I did set my alarm. Okay, I did. I set my alarm.
All right, throw yourself under the bus. Fair
remember
enough.
specifically reaching for my phone and clicking off the alarm and patting myself on the back, going, "Yes, I did it. I woke up before the time start. In fact, half an hour to spare." And then I wake up again to a doorbell sound, and like, look at the phone, and like,
Pretty sure we've all been there.
Well, you see, here's the problem. The problem is you woke up 30 minutes before and you thought, I could sleep for another 30 minutes.
I had my snooze button. Okay, I must have not clicked the snooze button.
That's fine. That's fine.
That feel when you think you blinked, but 2 hours have gone by.
Yeah, it was like that actually. It was really disorienting.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, I know. I have been there.
I have been there too. That's fine. That's fine. I made sure to speed through the news. It was all easy.
There is kind of a thing. I think maybe tomorrow, perhaps, is like WoW is going to talk about the new expansion.
Oh yeah, Dragonflight.
Yeah,
I've completely glossed over that there's going to be that they've already technically announced the new expansion, like due to the leaks or whatever. I don't ever put that in the news.
Okay. Well, for WoW fans out there,
is it already time for a new expansion then? This feels really.
It's not going to be for another 2 to 3 years.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That makes infinitely more sense now.
They stated while news of Dragonflight does exist or whatever, they said don't expect it anytime soon, because obviously they kind of want to get this next one right, because if it's a third flop in a row, I honestly don't know whatever is going to happen with WoW.
they might finally be pushed to make WoW 2. Like, as weird, like, people think I'm joking when I say this, but like, damage control may look like, okay, time to start over, WoW 2. Because just changing the name, adding that 2 might be all it takes to get people re energized, think there's a new team on it, have faith that they might try new things and move away from what's old and busted. It's a tried and true thing that companies do, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, maybe, but I think the stigma that comes with making a WoW too is that they can't make it to what it currently looks like, and that's half the reason
Well,
they
if you
keep
make a
the
WoW 2, you absolutely fucking wouldn't, would you? You'd
uh
be
no, I'm
forced
talking
to.
about yeah, you'd be forced to upgrade the graphics and everything from it, but half the people that play World of Warcraft because they like the stylized graphics of the game.
See, I don't buy that though, because I think you can have stylized graphics and still, be better than what WoW is right now.
Yeah.
Like WoW's working off some ancient architecture, as I understand it. Admittedly, I do not play, so I'm not 100% sure. Maybe they have done some overhaul to the core engine, but I fucking doubt it. So
I just don't think they'd be able to get away with making it like hyper realistic.
I don't think they should. I definitely do
Yeah.
not think that is the correct way to go about this. I think that having an aesthetic they aim for is correct, and I think people are right to want them to stick to something similar to that.
Yeah.
That said, maybe modernizing the engine and everything around it wouldn't hurt. And also modernizing the writing and concepts that they want to do
Yeah,
from a gameplay standpoint.
firing their entire writing team and getting new ones, please.
And honestly, a World of Warcraft doesn't necessarily need to follow up on the story that's being told now. They can
No.
use this as a baseline for history, or go into the past. I mean, I know they did that in WoW. Look, I recognize how complicated this is.
They
All
could
I'm
just make a
saying,
new universe.
yeah, they
World
could.
of Warcraft doesn't mean it needs to be within be on Azeroth. It's not called War of Azeroth or whatever. It's literally called Warcraft. So like it doesn't have to be on Azeroth. It could be it could be a completely different universe. They could make a new universe from scratch that has
And they
nothing to
could
do with
absolutely start over. I think all that people really need from this are humans, orcs, elves, and gnomes were the initial ones. And they'd be happy with starting over with a new story that uses familiar but not the same characters.
Yeah. Actually, I remember there was this video that I watched of this guy. He was talking about how he was going through a certain section of World of Warcraft, right? And he would die at certain times in these three certain areas, and he couldn't figure out what was going on. Um, and so like he would test it out. He would be in this one area, he would die at like 2:15. Then he would be go to this one area, he would die at like 2:37. And then he'd go in this other area and he would die at like fucking 2:50 something or something like that. All within like the span of between like 2 and 3 o'clock. And it was just these three sections in this like Craig area. And so he like did a bunch of research and everything, and he found he found this one developer that didn't work for World of Warcraft anymore, didn't work for Blizzard or whatever, and he was one of the developers for that zone. All right, so he messaged him on Reddit. The guy like took forever to respond back. But he would say, he asked him like, did you make this zone or whatever? And he was like, yeah. He goes, what's the deal with like, I keep dying in these like areas at certain times or whatever. And the guy never replied back to him after that. So he was like very confused. So he's like, what the hell's going on? So about 10 months later, the guy finally replies back, and all he says is the SoCal killer. All right. All right, I mean like the Southern California killer,
Hmm.
and 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 then the guy doesn't respond ever again, and so he he like looked it up or whatever, and he found out like the SoCal Killer was it was a collection of just of like 3 murders of these 3 ladies, spanning over like a couple of weeks or whatever, and they all died in certain spots in California that were also named that were also similarly named to the 3 spots in World of Warcraft, and they died at the specific times that the guy died in World of Warcraft. All right. And he was like trying to like look up like what the hell's going on, like did somebody like just crazily like code this in? And the guy never responded back to him or whatever, and he like looked up the guy's like name like for California, and apparently like California has like people like all of their addresses like on file like people's like all their stuff on file or whatever. So he was able to look that up. He found out that the guy that he was talking to died the day he told him about the SoCal Killer. All right. And he was like he was like so crazy, like what the fuck's going on?
Wait, is this a creepypasta? What's happening?
It is. and he he came to the conclusion that the developer, the guy was a SoCal Killer, because like all the things connected to it. And then at the end of the video he goes, the greatest thing about this was I just made all that up, and it took me 20 minutes to make all that up, and that's all the fucking WoW devs need to do is make a good fucking story.
God fucking damn it. All right, yeah,
it's not that hard. He's like, it's not that hard. So, because SoCal Killer doesn't exist, the areas that he talked about for California doesn't exist, or whatever. But the way he told the story was like it was very believable. But I mean, obviously, if you were like listening to it and then you like, wait a minute, I need to look this up, you'd immediately find out that it wasn't right, it wasn't true. But it was hilarious, and he's like, "Yeah, so it's that easy." Well, the wild, he's like, "I don't even have an English degree in anything or whatever, and I can make up this story like that." And it's like, what are these WoW devs doing, man? What are these WoW writers doing? Anyway, man, I've wasted enough time. What are we guys doing this week?
Finals.
Yeah, I kind of gave it away earlier on. I guess I'll try the Elder Scrolls again, see what's different. But then Yu-Gi-Oh! After the Synchro Festival's over, though, I'm not sure. I've already nosy to see if I can find out what the next festival is, since they seem to be doing it one after another now. It was a surprise last time. What else? I guess I will tell you next week what happens.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. I mean, same stuff for me, man. I'm gonna be watching anime. I'm gonna be playing Kuro no Kiseki. I'll probably hopefully complete chapter 3 by next week. Maybe start chapter 4 a little bit. More PvP, because I kind of want to. I at least want to get to Series 25, which gives you the Archfiend, the Archfiend Glamour set. In the because like they do the battle pass thing, so like each level, you get you get like currency, but like every 5 like 5 or 10 levels or whatever, you get you get something. Like I think I got a plate design on level 5. Level 10, you get glasses. You get like these collector glasses or whatever. And at 25, you get the Archfiend Glamour set, which looks really cool. At least want to hit that, and then I'm doing rank, so hopefully I can maybe get out of silver. Maybe, probably not. But thankfully I can't go back down to bronze, so yeah.
Hey, safe.
Yeah. Kuro and 14 PvP. I think that's all I have like really on the docket for this week. I might pick up. I've been playing Vampire Survivors obviously occasionally, but I want to just wind down. So
Yeah.
love that game. But yeah, if you made it this far, which actually isn't that long, it's just over an hour, then please give us a like and a subscribe. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Before you go, remember to like, comment, and sub to us. Not only does it help out the channel and let us know what you're into, but it also makes you 100% cooler than everybody else. I checked with Aqua. It's definitely true.